What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. Before I begin, guys, I want to say, please check out the description. It's going to have my Instagram in case you guys want to follow me. Whenever I go to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, I like to take a picture, maybe a couple of pictures, or whenever I'm at a locals, or just in general, just like to take a picture and post on Instagram. And I know lately a lot of people have been following me on Instagram, so if you guys want to have the opportunity to, once again, the links will be in the description below. And if you're already down there, hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Because comment question of the day is, not the Gold Star stuff, but the hand traps. And I'll get to that in a second, so stay tuned for that in this video. But I really want to emphasize on the Gold Star Megatins, because there's a lot of excitement and then even more confusion about the 2019 Gold Star Megatins. People still think they're going to open a bunch and get a lot of value. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting a case of 2019 Gold Star Megatin, hopefully coming in soon. That I'm going to crack open this channel. I'll have my store listed on TCG Play. I'll list it on here. But I do open this knowing there's not going to be any early value on the 2019 Gold Star Megatin. Let me explain. The value of cards like NIBIRU is just going down. The value on all the other cards is just going down. So don't think you're gonna invest in 2019 Gold Star Megatins. It's a lot to say, by the way. And think you're gonna pull just value upon value upon value upon value out of them. Even me, as a card shop owner who gets the Megatins at a heavily discounted rate compared to regular Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that's going to like the Walmart, that's not only paying $20 but paying tax on that $20. Even I know I'm not gonna be able to get all that money back as quickly as possible. It's just not feasible. Now, I will say, I think if you buy a lot, there's a better chance, obviously, but realistically speaking, the short-term value in 2019 Megatins is not there when the most expensive card is $13. Not including the promo, which is $8, which is not guaranteed in every tin. And that's the major takeaway. If this is in every tin, it'd be a lot different. You get a NIBIRU, which is about $9, almost $9, or you could get something like Obelisk Tormentor, which is 70 cents. Red Eyes Eternal Black Dragon, which is about 90 cents. Dimension Shifter, nice artwork by the way, but it's about $1, $2 at most. So it's not guaranteed. So don't think about buying Megatins to get that short-term value. I'm stone cold honest when I say this. If you're looking at Megatin cards right now for your deck, you're going to want to go in and grab the singles. It makes a perfect amount of sense. Buying seals, playing a lottery in which you're just going to lose money in. 100%. Now, is there any kind of midterm to long-term value Megatins? Yes. To me, there's no question. I think 2019 Megatins have huge long-term value. They are a huge, heavy reprint set, and the last time we saw one this heavy was been back in the 2015 Megatins, when they had a reprint of their decks. And what had happened? Years later, those tins saw value, and that's what we're talking in terms of 2019 Megatins, in terms of actual value, in years. As far as midterm, range, anywhere from 1 to 2 years, possibly, but not as much as long-term. Anyway, looking at today's Wednesday, by the way, and this is the official day we can look at these cards and say, okay, now we can go in and buy singles. Now we waited. We saw that Boros Dragon looking gorgeous at $26 was it last week? And now we could go in and buy it at $14. Danger Jackalope was 8, went up to 14. I will admit that I did think this card was going to go up in value. I just didn't know where it was going up. But it's at 14. But even Danger Jackalope is going to start calming down the market. Don't worry about it. It will go lower in market. Other cards like Call by the Grave are starting to drop down a little bit in the market. It's barely holding on to $9 as opposed to the $10 market price. Then you got the Ultra Rare like Danger Nessie, handling around $8. The Danger package is now not only affordable, but way cheaper compared to what it costs for a regular original print Danger Nessie at peak price. Consider it like that. It's just, you buy one Danger card at its peak price, you're basically, the equivalent now is, you buy the whole core for even less than that. Looking at all these cards, is all going down in value, and it's not because these cards are not good. It's not because nobody's really playing these anymore. People are still playing Thunders. People are still playing Strikers. You're on YouTube. Type in for regional Deco Files. You see them all over the place. The reason why they're going low so much is because Yu-Gi-Oh players are opening these Megatins thinking they're going to get a huge return. And then once they open it, more than likely they don't get a huge return, unfortunately. Now, if the Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that crack a 2019 Megatin and get a Boros Dragon and Jackalope in their pack, Yeah, it's like 4 guys that did that. Realistically speaking, it's not gonna happen all the time, and you will be losing value. So, like I said earlier, please make sure to go in and grab those singles. Do not buy sealed product. It's just not good anymore. There's no real value. I understand if you want NIBIRU, and if you want to go, I'm gonna go to the store and crack a 2019 Gold Star Mega 10 and pull that NIBIRU. But even that value is going lower, and it's gonna continue to go lower. The short-term value in 2019 Megatons is all but gone. There's good trade value, all day long trade bait value. But, yeah, once again, I know I keep hammering this down, but there was so much confusion yesterday with what I thought about these, or what's the general consensus about these. Don't buy sealed Megatons. I'm buying the cases, but then again, I'm buying as a store owner. I'm not buying as a player, and I'm paying way less than you guys. And I'm not looking to make all my money back. I'm doing it, one for YouTube, and 2, because I like some of the cards. And I'm going to be getting rid of the rest, obviously, and bulking out the rest and all that stuff. Which I really should make a video about bulking. Anyway, that's for another topic. Comment question of the day. What hand trap are you running? Now, obviously, 3 Ash is a staple for every Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Everyone's running 3 Ash Blossom Joy Springs. No question, staple. In fact, Ash Blossom Joy Spring common, I told about in yesterday's market watch, is about $8 to $9 for a common, which makes absolutely no sense, but sure, okay, we're moving on. Looking at today, we see 2 hand traps besides Ash Blossom Joy Spring being in the main deck. One is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and number 2 is Effect Veiler. Now, these are both insanely amazing hand traps in the current game states that they're played in. Let me explain. I think Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is great against combo, and if you're looking to go into a locals, or maybe even a regionals, where you think there's going to be heavy combo, you're really going to want to use Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Though I will say Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit works really good against multi-row. It's just decent against everything else that's not combo. Whereas Effect Veiler is blanket decent against everything. So that's a big takeaway as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm personally finding myself going more to Effect Veiler. Looking at Dual Saga Effect Veilers, by the way, they're up to $11. There's other versions, including a Normal Night one, which is like $7. It's a weird rarity. Some people say I like Platinum Rare, to be honest with you, or I hate Platinum Rare. To be honest with you, I don't acknowledge Platinum Rare, being the fact that there's not many around. And when there are some around, I just go, oh, there it is. I'm not like, oh, yay, that thing's still around. Then you got Gold Rare, which makes it, I think the effect on this one is you discard 2 cards and scoop the game. Then you got the super rare versions of Effect Veiler, which is like $5 to $6. And other versions all over the place are affected. It's even printed all over the place. As I pointed out once again the other day, it's as low as like $2, $3. That value is slowly increasing, by the way. Common Effect Veiler is increasing in value. You sort of want that right there. It's almost about $4. You go over here to the structure versions, are hitting about 3s and all over the place, because Yu-Gi-Oh players, besides myself, are opting to play Effect Veiler. Now, once again, I think when we were in the Dragon Link format, which, you know, the format lasted about, 6 days of Dragon Link format, I do think Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit was the smarter choice. Looking at Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit right now, the value is declining as Yu-Gi-Oh players opt to pull out of this card, especially the ulti value, which is holding it roughly in the market price is $74, but on regular price points are roughly $68. The people pulling out, I'm telling you right now, Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit is the ultimate rare I would not get rid of. I will still hold my playset of this ultimate rare because it's really good still. And once Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit sees any kind of meta play, any meta relevance, it's gonna go up in value. You know, kind of like another card that I've been talking about going up in value forever, the minute you see any kind of meta relevance. And that card's Draw and Lockboard. It's kind of doing the same exact thing at a lower price point. Draw and Lockboard holding a $52 value on the market. Ultimate rare, by the way. Is actually about 40, barely 46 in the market. Now, if you want a near mint unlimited, it's about 48, sure. But realistically speaking, Drill and Lockboard, it's just not seeing any meta play right now because, you know, it's not seeing any meta value, and vice versa. The minute this card sees any kind of meta play, it goes up in value. Simple as that. Alright, so that's the common question today about the hand traps. Other cards that there's kind of questionable is Sky Striker Ace Shizuku Ultimate Rare. Why? I mean, okay, I get it, strikers are doing things, and you have Shizuku, and sure, but really though, Shizuku's value is about almost near $39 in the market price. Then we look at actual value of Shizuku, it's actually holding roughly around $40, quickly going up to $42 to $43 for Sky Striker Ace Ultimate Rare OTS 1 Pack 9 Shizuku. Now, we could easily say, well, V, it says Sky Striker, it's an Ultimate Rare, and that's all fine and dandy. But why Shizuku had all these Sky Strikers? It doesn't show as much play as action as Hayate, and Hayate's roughly around 24, matching its near market price almost 25. Kagari is a 1-up, by the way, and it's matching Hayate, which makes 0 sense to me. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a Sky Striker player. I'm really not. I do get upset when Konami makes more ultis, like Kaina, which is barely holding on to $34 in the market. Less than, once again, Shizuku. That actually makes sense. Anyway, I do get upset seeing more Ultimate Rare Sky Striker monsters. Like, Konami, we get it. Get off it. Move on. Like, we get it. It's been on 2 years. I think we're all done with this anymore. In fact, Konami, if you make another Ultimate Rare Sky Striker monster, I'm not even joking you, riot. Real talk, you need to pull away from strikers. We understand that Ray got reprinted. I'm sorry, I'm just venting. I apologize. I like strikers, but I don't like all this when you got other decks like, you know, Ulta guys. Hashtag, Ulti-multi. Okay, Super Optimization OTS Starter Pack 9 is coming in roughly around $18. Looking at the value over here, you see Associated Stabilizing roughly around $18 for Super Optimization from OTS Starter Pack 9. Once again, super rare Super Optimization OTS Tournament Pack 9. Yeah, you sell this. You sell this as fast as possible. In fact, Super Optimization all over the place is going up high in value. And the thing is, it's decent at best, but we don't really need it once Yu-Gi-Oh! Players realize NIBIRU is infinitely better. Yes, your opponent cannot respond to Super Optimization activating on board. And yes, the card definitely can steal games. But yes, the card's getting reprinted next month. Literally next month. Next month as an ultra rare, higher than the super rares, and the common version, which is roughly around $11. Even the rare version, which is almost at $15. Get rid of Super Poly. This is not worth it. I mean, yeah, sure, you want to hold a place up for yourself. I get it. But I personally don't think it makes any sense when the card's coming out as an ultra rare. And probably one of the best reprint sets around. And it's kind of weird saying that because we had this already. Bowser Legends was an amazing reprint set. The Megatins is an amazing reprint set. Let's bring it back a bit. Dual Power was an amazing reprint set. And now looking at Dude, I just love calling it that. With all the hand traps coming in, Saryuja, Super Optimization. This is an amazing reprint set. Maybe it's Konami just being weird and saying, we're going to make an amazing reprint year. Or maybe it's Konami going, we found the formula, we're going to make these amazing decks that are tier 1, and then give Yu-Gi-Oh! Players great reprints in the form of all these great sets. I'm not sure if they can continue this hype train of amazing reprints. But though I will say that they're doing a great job currently with all these sets coming out. And looking at Super Optimization as an ultra rare, I mean, why not? Saryuja, a card that is money still. All the hand traps, all of them. Minus no material on, you know, DD Crow and Phantasma. You're definitely going to want to add Phantasma, by the way, Konami. Minus all that. Amazing still. Oh, Savage Strike stuff. Okay, amazing still. Nevertheless, I do think that Konami can always make more reprints. Always. Part of extravagance, let's add that in there. But I will say, seeing the fact that we're seeing, we have Super Poly coming out as an ultra rare, and we're not using it, sell it, because, you know, it's $17 to $18 for a card, in which if you're not using, can go to other things, like reprint sets. Up next, Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1. I'm gonna start doing more Speed Duel videos on this channel. I really do enjoy playing Speed Duels. I know I keep saying it, and there's not any videos of me doing it, but I love playing it. It's really fun. Little fun fact of my Speedo friends out there. If you want to play Speedos and you want to enjoy it, it's going to sound weird me saying it. Play Speedo standing up. It's actually fun. One, it's kind of healthy. Kind of not really, let's be honest. But two, it's just more fun to play Speedo standing up. I did it the other day, and it was just really fun. I don't know. It's kind of weird to say out loud. Now I'm saying it to you guys. But I enjoy doing it. Okay, anyway. Speedo Tournament Pack 1 cards obviously have a whole lot of value. Like I said they were going to. And they're going to continue to go higher in value, by the way. You think this is a lot of money? You haven't seen nothing yet. Speedo Tournament Pack 1 Blizzard Dragon is roughly around $145. Now, throughout the weekend, it hit almost near $300, and the hype kind of calmed down, but there's only 6 prices listed. That's it. This is due to go up higher in value. Looking at Dark Magician, it's roughly around $150, and after that place is gone, it's back up to $200. Red Ice Black Dragon, shockingly, it's $54. This card is another card I'm keeping an eye on, because this will also go higher in value. And then I got Relinquish, which I actually need to buy, because I only have 2 of Ultra Rares, and, you know, it's $44. Not bad. Looking at other Speedo cards, obviously going to hold a lot of value, including Dark Magician Girl, which is currently roughly around $3 to $4. There's a bunch listed here on TCG Player, but it's Dark Magician Girl. It's higher in common, harder to get than most other sets versions of Dark Magician Girl. I obviously think this is going to be another money card as well. It's a super rare in Speedos, by the way. You got Toon Table Contest, another super rare, roughly around $1. Lord of D, Great Keeper Priestess, other great cards for Speed Duels. And a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players right now go, well, V, you know, it's not really fair. I can't play Speed Duels because I can't use my physical Yu-Gi-Mon cards in Speed Duels. And this is not fair, V, and I don't like it. Okay. Here's the catch, though. I think Speed Duels are going to get Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to eventually play into it. And the reason is very simple. Number one, Well, hopefully Konami starts making more speed duel events. We know in YCS Niagara, there's going to be, I think, Attack of the Giant Card, I believe. Something relative to speed duels, an event, which is kind of cool, actually. That's number one. Number two, if Konami takes my advice, I'm not sure if any other content creator is saying this, but my advice, give your players a way to enter the regionals via speed duels as a side event being played at regionals. I think that would make more money for everybody. You can players have more access to go enter events, and they can play an alternate format of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's number two. Number three, I just think they look really nice. And looking at speed duels, I think once Yu-Gi-Oh! Players see their favorite deck core reprinted in speed duels, they're gonna want to play. And we're seeing that kind of work in Duel Links, but except you have to like grind for the character, where speed duels you just go, here's money, give me the, okay, thank you, go away. So I think once again with speed duels, we're gonna see a faster pace of Duel Links, and in which Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can have access to their favorite decks. Let's add a second comment question of the day. What deck core would it take for you to come in and play speed duels? I mean, Gladiator Beasts, Shadows, Sylvans. Type it in. They're probably going to be making it soon on for speed duels. The only question is, are you going to be playing it? Moving forward, Savage Skull Dread. Okay, so besides the Extreme Force version, which is the original print version, which is named in first edition, still roughly around $28 to almost $29, the 2018 Megaton version of Savage Skull Dread is barely holding on to $24, under its $25 market price. This is going lower in value, and this is where we're going to see happening more and more and more. As combo sees less play, Savage will go down in value. Does that mean Savage is a bad card? No, it says draw 4, but it does mean that's going to go down in value because we have combo players have a huge problem on their hands. Not just we, but literally everyone that's not playing combo still, because if you're not playing against combo and you're holding these cards that are good against combo, they're kind of not good against control, and that's kind of, once again, this is a we problem, but the problem that we have to look at and see what we can do about it in totality. Looking at Cyber Emergency, it used to be $20 out of Bowser's Legends Relentless Revenge. Mark price is roughly around $28. It's actually like $30, so almost at $31. The English version actually over here is $31. And then after that, those two go. Yeah, it's $32 for Cyber Emergency. This card is roughly around $20 for a good amount of time. And the reason why it's going up in value because everything Cyber Dragon has been reprinted. Literally everything. And notice how I said Konami, you did almost a great job at doing all these great speed duel reprints. Did I say almost? Because you almost did a good job. You're still missing cards like Cyber Emergency. Another card that been out since Battle Legends, only came out in Battle Legends Relentless Revenge, and is desperately in need of a reprint. And once this gets a reprint, well, Cyber Dragon has become a lot cheaper for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to pick up, buy, and play with. And that's the only thing they need. They need this card. They absolutely need this card. And yeah, reprinted already. For anyone that's still holding Golden Castle or Strongburn, I don't know why, but your card still holds some kind of value. When the market price is holding roughly around $23, Golden Castle Strongburn is rough listed on the market for about $21 and under. So it's going down in value. We see it going down in value right now. And some Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going out there going, I'll play my Grand Mandrew deck that did nothing this regional weekend. Well, I'll tell you what. You can still sell it for $20 roughly. In fact, if your vendor gives you 15, take it and smile, because this card's going to be going back lower in value. It's going to tank soon. It was really cool. The card had a great surprise factor. Great artwork, by the way, but useless other than that. Get rid of this card as fast as possible because it's going away in value. Then we got Scratch Dragon Mobile Engage. Now, this is weird. There's no other words I can put into this. This is absolutely weird. It makes no sense for me. So for somebody who's been looking at the market for so long, you don't really see things like this. So let's go over it. Scratch Dragon Mobile Engage 2018 Gold Star Megaton, by the way, it's roughly around $7. Where it's been stabilizing roughly. It's $6 or $7, but $7 for the Ultra Rare, okay? You see that? $7. By the way, that value is going to be going down as you can place open up more 2019 Megatons. Not ignoring exactly what I said to not buy a sealed. They're going to be opening it. Even though I'm buying and getting a seal, but I'm getting it as a... Anyway, that's happening. $7, Scratch Dragon Mobile Engage. Okay, fine. Moving up. The Bowser Legends Secret version of Scratch Dragon Mobile Engage, $10 to $11. Okay, still under its $14 market price, but once again, $7, $11. Like the store. Our original print versions, Dark Savior version of Scratch Dragon Mobile Engage, $15 to $16. Once again, still under its $23 market price, but Engage is constantly going up higher in value, and the differential in price points between the Secret Rares of Bowser Legends and the Secret Rares of Dark Saviors actually just make no sense to me. I understand there should always be a price difference between the original print and the reprint version. I get that, but not to this big of a difference. It should not be this way. 25% difference at most, and even that kind of looks awkward. Seeing it over here now, it's just beyond that. It just looks way different from what it is. And I get maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Players might not want to play the Ultra Rare Engages, but you get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player out there who wants to buy a deck core of Strikers and not pay a lot of money just to play around with it. $25 for a whole deck core? Yeah, you know what? Ultra Rare Engage, that looks totally fine to me. And I totally get it for any Yu-Gi-Oh! Player out there that wants to do the same. Madolche is too much money. And I think, once again, not saying that Konami's, once again, in this video, doing bad on the reprints, obviously doing amazing on the reprints, but where's my Madolche reprints? Realistically speaking, Madolches are randomly taking tops at events, and for Yu-Gi-Oh players that have Madolches, great. Me, personally, I got rid of my Madolches a long while ago, and I recommend to everybody at the time to sell Madolches. In fact, I still do. If you have Madolches, sell them. Get rid of them. The reason is simple. Why hold Madolches that's going to hold value equal to a tier 1 meta deck, and by the way, declining as we see reprints, and think that deck's going to still be relevant with new cards coming out as well as possible reprints of Madolches, or... No, that's it. That's really it. That's all there is. That's all it is. Literally, why are you still holding Madolches? I understand Madolches can randomly take an invite, have a big surprise factor, but realistically speaking, Madolches aren't winning no YCS. At best, they'll give you can play top 8 because you play at a random place like Omaha, Nebraska. Oh my God, Omaha, Nebraska. I almost forgot about Omaha, Nebraska. I almost forgot about that place. Oh my God. Well, I'll talk about them at the end of the video. Jesus, Omaha, Nebraska, devoid of a meta. Okay. Going back to Madolches, can we just talk about the fact that Madolches are almost the price, actually no, beyond the price of a tier 1 meta deck, and if you sell Madolches right now, you can buy a tier 1 meta deck and still have money left over? That's basically it. Get rid of Madolches. For anyone out there that's looking to buy Madolches, just wait. It's going to get reprinted eventually. Konami does not see cards that cost a lot of money and go, yeah, we're going to let that go. That costs a lot of money, we'll let that go. Unless it says Savage Strike on it, it's not happening. These will be getting a reprint. Then we have Gokis. Now, the Gokis are worth nothing, by the way. Gokis Super Star Force is roughly around $2. I think that can have a possibility going up, but for the most part, Gokis aren't really worth that much money at all. Well, you know what? Can we just talk about the fact that Gokis can see meta play? One of my buddies, fellow Paisano, went 5-0-3 at the Louisville Regionals with Goki Orcus. And I think Orcus is a great engine, and Gokis is a great engine. Put them together, you got two great engines. And I think Gokis are going to be doing a lot of things. We know Warrior variants of Orcus are good. We know the one that came in second place at the UDS, obviously a good deck. In fact, the top 16 was done by his buddy who came in the same car with him at the same event at the UDS. So we know Warrior's versions are good. Well, Gokis are just a better, in my opinion, a better version of that. That's a lot more consistent. And looking at Goki Super X Goki Super X and Orcus, Goki in general and Orcus, they can easily combo out. Alright, we're done with this. So, what happened at Nebraska? Now, I know I'm going to get like 3 or 4 extra thumbs down. I know I'm going to get a couple of comments going, V, let go Nebraska. You let go Nebraska. What happened? We saw Cosmos top. We saw, that trains Medion deck top. What happened, Nebraska? What do you? And then one guy was like, "I'm gonna play something almost meta. I'm just gonna play Subterrace and just win the event." And he did, of course, because why now when you're playing in a field of decks that make absolutely no sense, that are just done at different time periods? What happened? I'm dead serious. I love Nebraska. I love you, Nebraska. I know at least somewhere in this world I can take a speedo deck and still get my invite. It could definitely be done in Nebraska. At least that's one thing that's guaranteed. There's always fun. And I really would love to one day travel to Nebraska via boat or train. I don't know where you guys look at the map. And just play Yu-Gi-Oh at random meta decks, non-meta decks. It doesn't really matter. Nebraska is definitely a void of Yu-Gi-Oh players that play sporadic decks. And congratulations to all the players that did top this weekend at there. As much as I just crapped on all your decks. Seriously, congratulations. It's you got your invite. I don't have mine yet, so that's great. I mean, you did it. You did it with trains. Medion, the Time Wizard, Time Lords. Okay. It's just really weird to see that happen. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Is Nebraska just that bad that it's just like it becomes its own meta? Or is it that Is the meta so inbred because there's like 2 locals and they just create their own inbred meta and that's the event? Or is just Nebraska's just maybe playing next level and we're just not all playing catch up? You let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, Paisanos, your boy V, and you Paisanos, whew, man, don't go to Nebraska. You Paisanos have a great day.